Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play Civilization 6. Now that we've been enjoying Civ 6 vanilla Let's Plays for a few weeks, it's time to see what the modding scene is up to. As is common on my channel, this is just an introductory episode if you're familiar with the campaign settings and the mods I'm using herein and would like to skip to gameplay. There's a link in the video cards to take you to the first episode, and I'll see you in a moment. So I'm going to start with a new daily campaign today, and I'm going to be primarily featuring one mod that makes what I consider to be much needed adjustments to the current state of the game. The mod is called 8 Ages of Pace. And what I like about it is that it largely addresses and smooths over a flaw that was visible in developer streams before Civilization 6 even launched, which is that ages arrive too soon. They tend to arrive too soon on the timeline. While it can be fun to feel like you reach the modern era at breakneck pace, 200 years ahead of schedule, surpassing your rival nations in the true historical timeline, such accomplishments lose their luster when you always seem to be reaching each era sooner than you should. 8 Eras of Pace compensates for this, as well as makes some other useful improvements, such as increased border growth rates, so you have less patchy civilizations in the late game, and such as improved road upgrades, which allows units to move faster and farther at later ages in the game. Just so you know, the mod's author, Lord Alias, has asked me to point out that the mod is still in testing and can be considered unfinished. It actually is called a beta right now. That said, I have played a few campaigns with it, and I find it more than playable, if a little rough around the edges. If you'd like to see some more information, I've included the link to the Civ Fanatics downloads page, where you can read the full mod description and download 8 Ages of Pace. I am going to be playing with the latest version as well of the mod, which is, again, version 1.1 beta. Before I jump into campaign settings, I am also playing with the More Barbarian XP mod by the Crazy Scott. Love the name, brother. Which addresses another slight issue I have with Civ 6 in that XP gain from killing barbarians is very quickly capped, and so you find yourself not really benefiting as much from killing them after the very beginning of the game. And finally, I am also going to be playing with the venerable, yet not another Maps Pack mod, but rather than play on a larger map, I'm just going to be using this mod to allow culturally linked starts. And what that basically means is that civilizations near me in the game are always going to be civilizations you'd expect to find near your civ of choice based on real-world history. So I'm not going to play on any real-world maps either, because frankly I think some more balancing and some more mods are needed before those games, the real-world map games, are truly compelling to play, let alone watch. They're still a work in progress. So those are the mods I'm using. The link to More Barbarian XP and yet not another Maps Pack will be available in the description as well. So please give these modders your patronage if you're interested in their work. So let's get ready to jump in here. We are going to be playing as Rome. I really went back and forth about whether to keep you in suspense or go ahead and do this, as there are a lot of Rome campaigns out there right now, but first reasons first. You knew I wouldn't be able to hold off from this for long at all. I have to do a Rome playthrough, if for no other reason than I owe it to the Rome freaks on my channel that I've been cultivating since the channel started. Second, no one that I know of has done a modded campaign featuring 8 Ages of Pace, so I think it's more than unique enough at this point. So I'm going to play on King difficulty. We're going to play on Quick game speed, and the mod's author did tell me that there hasn't been as much testing on Quick, but I've played it on Quick and it works pretty well. Maybe there's some more testing to be done, maybe there's some more refinement, but I enjoyed what I saw of it. We're also going to play on Fractal, because I find that that introduces the most unpredictability in a good way to the map type. So we're going to go with Fractal, and we are going to go with a standard size map so that you can get a full sense. I kind of toyed with doing a smaller size map, but I do want to have a standard size map and the normal amount of opponents. So we're going to let all these AI stick around, and then beyond that we aren't going to change too much. I am going to turn off score victory. We're going to turn off limited turns, so score victory is off by default, and then of course the linked start is cultural, as I mentioned earlier, so there's going to be leaders close to us based on what you would expect. For instance, Greece might be very near to us, or Congo might be very near to us, historically speaking. And beyond that, there's really not a whole lot that I'm going to change. I think I'm going to leave resources standard, start position standard. Yeah, we're going to leave the world pretty much as it is. That's it. Roma Invicta. Let's get going. If you're excited about the series, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed already, now's your chance. I'm going to be uploading new episodes in this series, which I'm going to call 8 Ages of Rome, every day at noon Eastern Standard Time, which is GMT minus 5, for those of you not in the States. And regardless of what's playing at noon, you can always count on it being somehow related to historical strategy or grand strategy, whether it's Civ or not. So hey, comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the first episode.